Have you ever looked at a company's logo, a simple mark, a swoosh, or a golden arch, and wondered why it feels so instantly recognizable? Why do certain images evoke powerful emotions, drive massive loyalty, and become cultural icons, while others fade into obscurity? Logos aren't mere decorations. They're strategic tools designed to capture attention, convey values, and lodge themselves into our collective memory. In this deep dive into the science of logos, we're unraveling how color, shape, and psychology converge to make certain brands unforgettable, and how these visual cues can spark trust, nostalgia, or even a sudden craving for fries. By the end, you'll see why logos are more than fancy graphics. They're a direct line to the brain's emotional core, guiding consumer decisions in ways we scarcely notice. Let's begin with a fundamental question. Why do some logos stand the test of time while others barely register? It often boils down to how our brains process visual stimuli. Researchers say that humans can identify a familiar logo in as little as 400 milliseconds. That's the power of immediate recognition. Logos like Apple's Bitten fruit or Nike's swoosh don't just represent the product. They embody a lifestyle or philosophy, creating a symbol that transcends the physical item itself. To understand how this works, let's talk psychology. Our brains are wired to respond to color, shape, and symbolism in a rapid, emotional way. A well-crafted logo distills a brand's essence into a form that can trigger these emotional reactions instantly, like seeing the golden arches and almost smelling fries before you realize what's happening. Simplicity is often the first principle of iconic logos. Look at Nike's swoosh. It's just a curved check mark. Apple's silhouette is a basic apple with a bite missing. McDonald's golden arches are nothing more than two curved lines forming an M. Why does simplicity matter so much? Because the human brain loves quick recognition. The fewer elements in a design, the easier it is to recall, even if you only glimpse it for a split second on a billboard or scrolling through social media. In contrast, overly complex logos bog the viewer down, making them harder to memorize. It's why many companies over time simplify their logos, stripping away details to leave behind a more elemental form. Color is another crucial ingredient. Psychologists tell us each hue can stir specific emotions. Red can signal urgency or excitement. Think Coca-Cola, YouTube, Netflix. Blue evokes stability, trust, and professionalism. Facebook, IBM, PayPal. Yellow suggests optimism and friendliness. McDonald's, Best Buy, IKEA. Green hints at health or nature. Whole Foods, Starbucks, Animal Planet. Notice how fast food giants like McDonald's, KFC, and Burger King often use red and yellow, a combo linked to appetite stimulation and a sense of happiness. It's no accident. Marketers harness these associations to shape how we feel about a product before we've even tried it. But it's not just color. Shapes carry messages too. Circles convey warmth, community, and openness. Look at Starbucks or the Target bullseye. Squares and rectangles symbolize strength, stability, and trust, as with IBM or Microsoft. Triangles can imply innovation or aggression, like the Adidas stripes or the Delta Airlines emblem. Some logos hide deeper symbolism. FedEx's hidden arrow, tucked between the E and X, has become legendary for suggesting speed and precision. Amazon's swooping arrow from A to Z subtly indicates they sell everything under the sun. Toyota's overlapping ovals represent both the word Toyota and the union of customer and company. In each case, these sneaky elements create an extra layer of meaning, rewarding consumers who notice them and generating buzz when people share the "Did you see this?" moment. Let's look at a few case studies of the most iconic logos in history, starting with Nike. Designed in 1971 by a student for just $35, the swoosh references the wing of the Greek goddess Nike, symbolizing speed and victory. Over decades, it hasn't changed much at all. That continuity cements recognition. By keeping the logo minimal, it works on everything from tiny sneaker labels to giant billboards. Move on to Apple. The original logo was more detailed, depicting Isaac Newton under a tree. But soon, it was simplified to just an apple silhouette with a bite. That bite prevents confusion with other round fruits and adds a dash of intrigue. It's instantly recognized even in monotone. Apple's brand is about user-friendly technology and sleek design, so a stripped-down icon suits them perfectly. Then there's McDonald's. The golden arches rank among the most recognized symbols on Earth. Psychologically, the color scheme, red and yellow, triggers appetite and joy, while the arches themselves are memorable from a distance. The brand synergy is so strong that many people spot the arches and associate them with quick, convenient comfort food, sometimes before they consciously think of McDonald's name. So how do logos influence consumer behavior? They act as mental shortcuts. A strong logo, repeated across packaging, advertising, store signage, and online platforms, lodges itself in your memory. When faced with multiple products on a shelf, your brain flicks to whichever symbol it trusts or likes. A well-loved logo fosters that trust, even if you can't pinpoint why you prefer that brand. This can work so powerfully that changing a beloved logo can be risky. Tropicana famously redesigned its packaging in 2009 to a cleaner, minimalist look. Consumers were confused. Sales plummeted 20% in just 1 month. Shoppers didn't realize it was the same orange juice they knew and bought. Within weeks, the company reversed the change, losing tens of millions of dollars. That's the power a familiar visual identity holds. What then makes a logo truly iconic? Generally, experts say it must be simple, so the consumer's mind can grasp it at a glance. It should be memorable, sticking in your brain effortlessly. It needs timelessness, so it doesn't feel old after a few years. Versatility matters too. Can it shrink down to a smartphone icon or blow up on a highway billboard without losing clarity? And of course, it should fit the brand's identity and message. When you find a design that nails these criteria, like the Nike swoosh or Coca-Cola's script, it can persist for decades, even outliving the brand founders themselves. These logos become cultural symbols, recognized across languages and borders. Now, let's peek into the future of logos. As technology transforms branding, some companies experiment with motion logos or dynamic, ever-changing designs. AI can generate thousands of concepts in minutes. Minimalism remains a strong trend, but we also see playful logos emerging, especially for digital-first startups. The question is whether the core principles, simplicity, memorability, emotional resonance, will still hold. Likely, yes. The fundamentals of how humans see and remember images don't change rapidly, even if design software does. So why do logos matter more than ever? In an age of endless advertising noise, a crisp, compelling logo cuts through the clutter. People scrolling social media quickly might not read the brand name, but they'll see the mark. That symbol can create trust, spark recognition, and nudge them to buy. For a brand launching new products, forging alliances, or going global, a strong visual identity is a potent anchor that keeps everything consistent. Yet it's not merely about brand recall. Logos also carry emotional weight. A well-known emblem like Coca-Cola's script can evoke childhood memories, summer days, or classic commercials. Apple's apple might remind you of sleek iPhones, brilliant marketing, and that sense of belonging to a creative community. These emotional associations are priceless because they drive repeat purchases and loyalty, even if other products are cheaper. So, does investing in the perfect logo guarantee success? Of course not. The brand's quality, customer experience, and pricing strategy also matter. But a poor logo can hamstring a brand from the start, making it look amateurish or out of sync with its market. Meanwhile, a great one can amplify brand presence, unify marketing efforts, and tip consumer decisions your way. What about rebranding? Some businesses find their original logo no longer reflects their evolution. Perhaps they've diversified products or targeted a new demographic. A rebrand can refresh public perception, but it also risks alienating loyal customers who love the old design. This is why redesigns typically keep certain elements or color schemes, easing the transition while injecting a modern feel. If you're pondering how to make a brand logo powerful, consider these tips. Keep it simple so it's easily grasped. Choose colors aligned with the emotions you want to evoke. Pick shapes that complement your brand's voice. Are you friendly, powerful, or innovative? Make sure the design is scalable. It should look good on a coffee mug and a highway billboard. And if possible, weave in a subtle symbol or meaning that fosters brand mythology, like an arrow for speed or a hidden letter for that aha factor. Next time you see a classic logo, like the Starbucks siren or the Adidas 3 stripes, take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship. These aren't random icons slapped on products. They're the culmination of psychological research, design expertise, and brand strategy. Millions of marketing dollars may have shaped them into universal signs for coffee, sports, or whichever realm they dominate. Finally, reflect on your own emotional responses to logos. Which ones make you feel nostalgic or excited? Why do you gravitate towards certain brands without a second thought? That introspection can reveal how logos subtly guide your shopping behavior. If you enjoyed this journey into the science behind iconic logos, remember that a picture really can be worth 1,000 words, especially if it's a brand's essential image. For more deep dives into business, strategy, and branding, subscribe to Biz Daily Digest. Hit the like button if you found this look at logo psychology insightful, and let me know in the comments which brand's logo you consider the most iconic of all time. Are you drawn to minimalistic shapes, vibrant colors, or clever hidden messages? In a saturated market, a strong logo is a brand's silent ambassador, one that can evoke trust, loyalty, and emotion in just a millisecond of recognition. Let's keep unraveling these hidden influences in future videos, shining a light on how businesses capture our hearts and wallets with a few well-chosen strokes of design.